Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 5th, which is Monday through Sunday, the 11th of September. We're going to do a 9-card spread, take a look at the energy for the week, and then we'll take a look at the moon as it transits, and we'll look at that Mercury retrograde and the full moon that's happening. It's a busy week. We start off, though, with Venus moving into Virgo, and she's really bringing with her the energy. Wow, that's a nice card. She's bringing with her the energy of wanting to reorganize now that you've sorted through what is of value to you and what you're worth and how you want to create this change in your life. And so part of the problem with creating the change for you appears to be creating the space to make change. So there's an energy around divine timing here. We have Better with Time amulet, and it shows the different signs of the zodiac and the cyclical nature of things. And so this overall energy of waiting for things to be at the right time in the right place and for things to come together. Your key to the situation is your willingness to release and let go of what doesn't work, because you need to create a space to work in. The obstacle has been activating the void. The obstacle has been creating the space in which to create your goals, your hopes, your dreams, what it is you vision for the future, to create the transitions that you're looking to create. And so with this full moon coming up here on the end of it's a chance to really release, and it looks like an emotional release, because here in the heart center we have salt, and it is the releasing. She's like resting in a saltwater bath. She's letting things go that are emotionally blocking her. And so I feel like it's more about letting the emotional energy flow through you will create the space, the emotional energy to bring your actions into alignment with your goals and your dreams. Says that's really the key to the situation, and it's showing up here in the foundation. So here's one I have not seen. Oh yeah, I have once. So you have full of riches. That's how you transform this situation. So being very optimistic the way you are at citrine. This is counting your blessings. This is noticing the good stuff. This is taking stock of all the things that are really good. And I also want to say amplifying them, right? So it's not just noticing them, but it's capitalizing on them, using that as the energy with which to move forward. So things that don't work, you're going to release and let go of. Things that do, you're going to want to do more of. And so there's an analysis process here of really paying attention to how the cycles are, what works for you, what doesn't. If it doesn't, let it go. Keep moving forward with does. There's a lot of anxiety around this sense of emotional well-being that you have going on here. This is showing up here in the area of anxiety, the sense of feeling like you're enough, that there's so much of you to offer, and I think that you're feeling a little depleted. So rest, rejuvenate, allow those things to happen, release and let go of what doesn't work for you. We are transitioning. The equinox is coming up in about 10 days, right? At the end of this, at 21st, okay? And so there's this energy of the seasonal change, of shifting gears, of either definitely getting ready for the next cycle. And we're just 6 weeks out from a eclipse in Scorpio. And so there's this energy during this retrograde. Mercury, once it turns retrograde, that makes 6 planets and 3 major asteroids that are all retrograde. So it is a time to revise, to rejuvenate, to re-examine, to reevaluate, to restructure. There's a lot of restructuring energy going on, because one of the planets that is in retrograde right now is Pluto up there in Capricorn, helping us to restructure what is of value, especially if you're a Sagittarius rising. This is in your second house of what you value. There's a definite energy about restructuring things of value now that Venus has also moved into Virgo. And so this becomes really important energy. There's been a sense of you trying to get very clear on what direction you want to go. We've got the clear quartz here in the area of your thoughts, and it's got this pointed energy, being very pointed about which direction you want to go. A singularity of focus is going to be very beneficial. Not necessarily easy, but beneficial to help you to move through it. The action to take is the transmutation, the black tourmaline. This is the letting go of what doesn't work. This is allowing a cycle to complete, but it's dandelions. When you allow the cycle to complete, you make your wish, you blow them out into the future, and you allow them to plant new seeds of opportunities along the way. So it's a transmutation. It's like the caterpillar into the butterfly. It's an ending of one thing, but it's a new phase, a new opportunity coming. And so allow the changes to happen. What's important to remember is you are the foundation of what is going to create the change. Your action steps. And I want to say your thought process, because this foundational card here of you are the foundation, howlite, which is black and white. I'll show you. It's a black and white stone. Okay? And so it is about bringing your actions into alignment with your desires, but it's in your area of thought. So I want to say get rid of the stinking thinking. Stop thinking you can't do it, because you can. If you think you can or you can't, you're right. Heard that before, right? That's what they're talking about here. What you focus your energy on, that's what you're going to create. So if you're focused on negative energy things, then you're going to create negative energy situations. If you're focused on your dreams and your goals and the positive energy, and you get very clear on what that is, focus your intention on it, you're going to get there. Look, in the heart space, you've got this lovely unicorn, which is totally focused, right? Focusing that third eye and pulling in the intuition. And it says, breathe in your trueness. In your heart space, know who you are and what you want. This is a week to start really focusing on getting very clear on what is the big goal or dream, and then we're going to start working the plan over the next 6 weeks so you can launch it with that eclipse energy. You have Larmar. I love Larmar. That's very much throat chakra. That's the higher heart, though, throat chakra. And so this is about knowing your truth, and that is where you're going to go from here. It says trust the fire. Oh, wait, first the fire, which is great when you're a fire sign. The fire of what is authentic, what is true for you, what lights you up, what gets you excited, so that you can start taking action and creating the foundation by focusing your thoughts and bringing in opportunities. This is lephalite here with this, in case you're following along here. Lephalite is great for connecting in with spirit through the third eye. So lots of energy around this. Look, you got the rabbit. Okay, so the rabbit to me is the symbol of abundance, and it comes with Monday and Tuesday's energy of the moon in Capricorn, which I actually wrote motivated. It's about overcoming our personal fears, too. The bunny rabbit is easily startled. Overcoming our personal fears and objections to move ourselves in the direction we want to go. It says recognize your significance. I really think that is super important here. The citrine, where it's like full of riches. This is your knowledge, your wisdom gain, the things you know how to do. Really count your blessings and count your lessons as blessings. And then you have see through the illusion into the truth. And there's a lot of this third eye chakra coming through. It's your truth. The truth of who you are, what it is you want, where you want to go with it. The moon is going to be in Aquarius on Wednesday and Thursday. Lots of opportunity for information to come through. You have the fruition. Rest assured, your dreams and visions will come to fruition. What you focus on. Where your intention goes, energy flows. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. And again, with the cycles and allowing things to come into place, we have the patience card. I always cry a little inside when I get the patience card. Okay, be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. And this one here says, better with time, Amulite. And so it takes time. So it's going to take a time for this all to come together. You're in the integration period from after having the South Node go through your sign. It's going to take a little bit longer. I know. That really stinks. Right? We want it and we want it now. But with all those planets in retrograde, it's really hard to get anything now. So now it's about figuring out next steps and how can I reorganize my life to make space for that. So when the moon moves into Pisces, you have clear your mind and take a reality check. take a reality check. What is true for you? What is your truth? Because your truth is your reality, right? Perception is reality, and that perception is our truth. And so it doesn't have to be everybody else's. It's important that you know what it is that you want. Clear your mind here tells me that go for a walk and not think about anything in particular and just see what flits through it. I always feel like if you're not a regular meditator, walking when you are a fire sign is a great meditation. So is painting and drawing and gardening and anything where you're focused on what you're doing in the moment and not really thinking too much, and you just allow the free flow of thoughts coming through. That's when journaling. It allows spirit to really connect with you and to bring you messages. So this full moon's important. That full moon, the energy around it for you, you have in the light of the moon. So I think that there's a lot of clarity that comes through when that moon is fully illuminated and shining its light on everything for you. A full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. And again, the rabbit is asking you to work through your fears. And I actually have overcoming personal fears as part of the notes I wrote for this week. So this is a week where I think this is how the black tourmaline, where you're willing to let go, and maybe your fear is fear of failure. Like if I make this dream and I put this wish out there, what if it doesn't happen? And I feel bad about myself, or gosh, it really sucks when you put a lot of energy into something and then you launch it and then it doesn't work and you're like, now what? And I've had those moments in my life, and there's lessons in it. Oftentimes the lesson is that wasn't quite exactly what you intended to do as a soul when you came here. So what did you learn from that, and how can you use it to do the next thing? And so that overcoming that fear of failure, you will hear overcoming fear of success, and I always call BS on that. I think that it's that we think that maybe we dream too small. So go ahead and dream big. Go for it. If you don't get it exactly the way you want it, there will be other cycles, other opportunities that will come along that will allow you to readjust your sails. So, but you can't readjust your sails if you don't get out of the port. You gotta go. It's time to start moving in the direction. You're going to learn along the way. You might have to adjust the sails. You might have to tack a little. You might have to pull the sails down and drift for a bit. Like, there's a lot of navigation going to happen. It's not going to be a straight line. That they're showing me not a straight line. I'm seeing all these zigzags. And every time you zig and you zag, you learn something, and it goes in your toolbox of wisdom that you get to keep and you get to use for other things. So there's no such thing as failure. It's only lessons that we learn. And so if you can overcome that sense of, I might not get it right the first time, just say, I'm going to go learn something today. I'm going to either learn what works or what doesn't work. That's not failure. It's learning what works or what doesn't work. But either way, you're learning and you're growing. So during the next 6 weeks, while Mercury is in retrograde, it's going to be at like 9 degrees of Libra, backing up to about 4 degrees of Capricorn. And so that part of the chart gets run over a lot. It gets out of the shadow on the 17th of October, and then we have the eclipse on the 25th. And so really it's a chance to really, really get into the restructuring of stuff, and you have change. You have change coming. So a change of residence, partner, career, or job is in the cards. You are restless in need of a change, and this is exactly what is coming your way. So for the next 6 weeks, whatever it is that you are afraid to launch your ship out there to go for, that change is being offered to you. Use this as a time to evaluate, have patience for the process, and figure things out as you go, and it'll be okay. You can always shift and change directions as you're moving, as long as you keep the vision of what it is you're trying to accomplish, the sense of joy, accomplishment, love, whatever it is you're looking for in your life. All right, Sagittarius, I would love to see you on Facebook. I have in the Facebook group over there. I am going to be creating opportunities to dive a little deeper, but that'll only be available over there, and it'll be free. And then I premiere a video for the collective on Sunday nights at 7:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Would love to have you come join in the live chat. It would be nice to build community with you. You guys take good care, and I think you have an exciting week ahead of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon.